Hey, Cecil, let's talk some college basketball. It's been an interesting season to this point, not only on the national level. We just saw a Duke team coming off a huge road win at Florida State over the weekend go back to Cameron and lose at home to a very mediocre at best, it seems, Syracuse team, although anything can happen, as we know in that league. And same thing is true for the SEC too, right? I mean, at this point, looking at Alabama at 1-2, looking at Mississippi State at 0-2. Some teams have lived up to it, like Tennessee, but otherwise, it's anybody's guess right now in the league, isn't it?
I think it is. Watching last night, first of all, Syracuse, if you don't shoot, that zone is they're going to stay in that zone, and you got to make some shots. And the injury situation hurt Duke. I'm not full credit to Syracuse. That's a tough place to go in. I don't care if they're picking 5 people out of the stands to put on the blue jersey. It's a tough place to win. So credit to Syracuse. But, your point guard goes down and during the game, early in the game, and that's going to affect you. That's going to affect everybody. And then one of your potential number 1 draft choices is sick. That does make a difference. But again, I don't want to take anything away from Syracuse. Duke still had Zion out there. Still had Barrett out there. So still had who's the 3-point shooter who didn't make any 3-pointers. So
yeah, Reddish was out, so that was one of them off the floor.
Reddish was out, and then Trey Jones is out. That's a tough blow. But again, it shows in conference play that everybody's going to have capable players, and you got to be ready. At SEC, that's Alabama kind of feel like they were in the mix, except the guy banks in a 3-pointer, and I'm not saying that's what cost them the game. There are a lot of things that could have happened and been much better in that Texas A&M game, but you'd much rather be on starting a road swing 2-1 than 1-2. That's just what happened early on. LSU and Mississippi State played tonight. LSU and Ole Miss played tonight. That's a really intriguing game. I think it's possible, and I'll know better on Saturday when I go up there. Tennessee may just be better than everybody. I mean, Tennessee may just have the team this year, and we'll see. Vanderbilt's been hurt by injuries, but I don't think there's anybody. South Carolina arguably would be the 14th place team in the league, and they've been beating folks. So it's going to be. There's going to be a really good basketball team. I'm not going to say whether it's going to be Alabama or who's going to be. That's going to be 9-9 in the conference. Somebody's going to be 9-9 and have a really good basketball team.
And that may be enough to get you in the NCAA tournament when it's all said
and done.
Depending
on what you did with your non-conference, it might. It just might.
Is it too early to say tomorrow night's a must-win situation for this Alabama team with what's still coming?
We're still in January. It depends on what you mean. It's one you'd like to have. It's a winnable road game. Missouri had their issues. Lost their best player, Porter, really before the season started. So you can go up there and win it, but there aren't a whole lot of those opportunities on the schedule. If you don't, you're 1-3 going to Knoxville, and you can probably do the math on that.
Let me ask you this. I haven't been to a Missouri basketball game, okay? But my formative years, I seem to recall Big 8 Missouri, there being a really strong passion for hoops. I guess Norm Stewart was there, had it rocking and rolling. I turn on Missouri now, and I'm talking about against, recognizable opposition. And just from watching on the cable anyway, Cecil, I'm hard-pressed to find another arena where there's more empty seats than Missouri. I'll
tell you what, Trav, I think they're good basketball fans, and they want to come back out. They want. I think last year, if Michael Porter had been healthy, or I think if they had, if you remember the SEC tournament last year, they're set up to play Kentucky on the second day, but they lose that first. Porter comes back and they lose. I think Georgia beat them in that game. Had they played Kentucky in St. Louis, they just sold that arena out. The Scott trade. So they're good fans. They turn out for that Illinois-Missouri border war game.
They miss Kansas, don't they? They miss Kansas.
They miss Kansas. Probably
they miss the Big 12.
Oklahoma a little bit. Those rivals. Kansas is their big rugby, almost like Alabama and Auburn not playing, and so they miss that. But I'm not going to be too critical. I think Missouri's just waiting for it to happen, and they'll show up. But it just hasn't happened. It's a variety of circumstances. It just hasn't.
They got Frank Haith a little bit too, didn't they?
They did. And then really had a dip. Had the Kim Anderson years are not going to go down in history as
not building a museum,
but no.
Yeah.
But I think whether it's Kwanzaa or not, I don't know. But I think eventually they'll get it going. But it's not right. It's just not there right now, and so it's an opportunity for Alabama to go up there tomorrow night, and maybe get something done.
Well, there you go. Cecil Hurt of the Tuscaloosa News and TideSports.com. Congratulations once again, Cecil, on the outstanding honor. Well deserved. And as always, we appreciate you joining us here on Southern Fried Sports.
Appreciate it. Thank you.